Good afternoon. Okay. Good afternoon. Today is Monday, August 17th, 2026, and the time is 12 p.m., and I call this meeting to order. Will you take the roll, please, Mary?
Mrs. Butterball?
Here.
Ms. Butterball, I apologize. Mr. Kramer?
Here.
Mrs. DeStefano?
Here. Everyone, please stand, and we have today with us Pastor Larry Strobel, who is from Hope Church, who will offer us a prayer. And if you'll go to the podium, please, sir. Thank you.
Lord, we invite your presence to come and be in the midst of our meeting. As we deliberate, we pray that you would give us wisdom. Your wisdom helps us to know not only what to do, but how, and most of all, when to do things. Lord, I thank you for our officers today that will be promoted and honored. And I pray that you would give them prolonged and safe careers. In fact, I pray for all of our officers who serve our community, that you would give them a hedge of protection as they protect us. And so we commit this meeting into your hands. In his name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, sir. And please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I wouldn't publicly.
Okay.
So thank you everyone for being here today. We always love when we get a crowd in here, and it's our great honor today to be here for the promotion for Detective Tyler Mantilla to Sergeant, and we have a proclamation that Fred will read for us.
Sugar Creek Township Resolution number 2026.08.17.01, promotion of full-time police sergeant Tyler Mantilla. Whereas the continuing need exists to maintain proper staffing within Sugar Creek Township Police Department, and whereas a vacancy exists with the classification of full-time police sergeant, and whereas the vacancy was posted internally for applications in accordance with township policy and current labor contract. Whereas an asset center was conducted with these applications, including testing for basic exercise and review board, and whereas all applicants tested, reviewed, scored well during the process, and Chief Mike Brown recommended the nomination or the appointment of this candidate, and whereas Detective Mantilla was appointed full-time officer with Sugar Creek Township on May 10th, 2020. And whereas Detective Mantilla has shown himself to be a dedicated employee, and whereas Detective Mantilla meets all requirements for his promotion and accepts full responsibility for the position. Now, therefore, be it resolved that full-time Detective Tyler Mantilla shall be promoted to full-time police sergeant for the department effective August 18, 2026 at the rate of $50.63 per hour, payable bi-weekly on a bi-weekly basis and subject to 1-year probationary period ending August 18, 2027.
I'll make that motion.
I second.
Good. Ms. Butterball?
Yes.
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Mrs. DeStefano?
Yes. Chief Brown, if you'll come up. We'll get out of the way.
Who's coming up with you?
Sarah, Henry, and Miles. Come on up.
All right. No, not yet.
Nope.
On this date, you are hereby appointed to serve as a police sergeant for Sugar Creek Township Police Department pursuant to Ohio Revised Code 405.49. As such, you shall affirm or swear to the following. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Tyler Mantilla,
Having been appointed to the office of sergeant,
have been appointed by the position of sergeant.
do solemnly swear
Do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States of America,
and the laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution
the Constitution
and the laws of the state of Ohio,
and the laws of the state of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances
and the laws and ordinances
of Sugar Creek Township,
of Sugar Creek Township,
and will faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties of said office
the duties of said office
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you. Not too late. Got it?
Good job.
bud. Nice work.
All right,
So if
you
you'll
ready?
stay up, we'd like to get photos of the
Yep.
family with the
Introduce.
chief, and then if you don't mind taking one with us, and then any other extended family, whoever you have here. Then we'd like pictures.
Before, I should say thank you.
Always with a logo.
First, I just want to say thank you to, especially my family, especially my wife, all my friends in law enforcement, Estes, Sergeant Culver, everyone here, Clark, the trustees, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I missed you, even Uncle Ronnie, thank you.
All right, can we go for TV?
Beautiful.
Yeah, well, hey, Sarah, yeah. come up here.
You know, if you only worked somewhere in the township too, it'd really be nice.
You know? Thank you.
Oh, maybe just wait.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, you got, we'll get a picture of my parents in there.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Ready? One more, please. Thank
Let's
you.
get out of that one.
There. Yeah.
What's that?
Okay, Brad, you guys want to sit down?
Now,
Oh,
Now it's your
You guys.
turn.
I'll get her.
I'll stand on this side, so I look cool.
Hey, the last time I saw you was at a baseball game.
Hey, come on.
This is nice. There's a couple
Please,
things
Sarah,
sort of
there,
out
okay?
here.
And stand up straight.
One more. Let me get done.
Stand up straight.
Ready? Beautiful.
And would you like a photo with all the first responders in it? Okay, get every first responder, anyone, come on up. Or soon to be, yeah. In our department, yeah, come on up.
Well, you'll be all right.
Is this Sheriff Johnson? Oh.
I need the wide angle one.
Oh, you're in.
All right. Can you get them on
You want us-
Maybe two rows, two rows.
You want us to move the wall back?
I'll start.
There you go. All right. Austin.
This way short, come on.
All right.
Get in there in the middle.
I got it right here.
All right.
The newbies figuring out how to work that in.
There's probably one more. Thank you.
That's it. And I'll get one more. And Uncle Ronnie, come up here.
And now we just lost it. This feels like a shirt.
Don't see the full side.
We all like a core.
Anyone else? No.
Next, we have the appointment of full-time officer Austin Reed, and Jody will read that proclamation.
Sure. Sugar Creek Township Resolution Number 2026.08.17.02. Appointment of full-time police officer Austin Reed. Whereas the continuing need exists to maintain proper staffing within Sugar Creek Township Police Department, and whereas a vacancy exists within the classification of full-time police officer, and Whereas the vacancy has been posted for application in accordance with township policy and contract or current labor contract, and whereas an assessment center was conducted, which included testing and basic exercises, review board, and personal interviews with the chief of police. And whereas after a review of all candidates, Police Chief Michael A. Brown recommends this appointment and confirms that there are funds available for this position in the 2026 operating budget. Now therefore, it is reserved that Austin Reed is hereby appointed full-time police officer effective August 18th, 2026 at the pay rate of $35.12 per hour, payable on biweekly basis and subject to a 1-year probationary period ending August 18th, 2027.
I'll make that motion.
I second that.
Mr. Kramer,
Yes.
Mrs. Butterball.
Yes.
I'm gonna get that right eventually, I apologize. Mrs. DeStefano.
Yes. All right, Chief Brown.
Do anybody up here?
Oh, you're good. If I could have them up there too.
So there won't be pinning badge on, right? But I'll even do- Don't want to put a hole in this.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
All right, hang on just a second. On this date, you are hereby appointed to serve as a full-time police officer for Sugar Creek Township Police Department pursuant to the Ohio Revised Code, section number 505.49. As such, you shall affirm or swear to the following. Raise your right hand. I state your name.
I, Austin Lee Reed,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States of America,
and laws of the United States of America,
the Constitution and the laws
the Constitution and the laws
of the state of Ohio,
of the state of Ohio,
and the laws and ordinances
and the laws and ordinances
of Sugar Creek Township,
of Sugar Creek Township,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
will discharge the duties
will discharge the duties
of the office of police officer.
of the office of police officer.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is my son Alexander. As you can tell, he's a big fan of police officers as well. So you might see him here in 15, 20 years, something like that, when he's ready to start. So my mom, Cindy, my brother, Tim is also nominated as well. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you to the trustees and to Chief Brown. You know, this is a big opportunity for me. I'm very nervous, as you can tell, so I apologize for that. But like I said, I'm going to do my absolute best to, uphold the duties and laws that the township has. And if you see me out and about, don't feel afraid to come up and say hi. Again, I promise I'll be more nervous than you guys will. So, but thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, and God bless.
This has been slowly going.
Trustees, you want to take on this chair? Why don't you come? I can take a picture of your phone and then get you.
We've never had a young man like this. This is so cool.
Okay, over here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. Congratulations and welcome.
This is the cutest doggone picture we've ever had. This is too cool. Austin, congratulations. You live in Trenton too? Yeah. My mother was
The older person, is it your, is there anybody else like this one?
4 years.
Okay, can we have the White brothers come up and,
All right.
I wanna get a picture of them. We suffered together, come on. Can you call Memo and come up with?
One picture was awesome. But I'm not going up there till very soon, so. But I think it's fine.
Okay.
Jody, you wanna get on the side?
Whatever side.
Whatever side.
I guess, sure.
You got more experience than I do with this.
Oh, wait.
Listen, Ruby,
Congratulations.
we are excited.
Thank you, sir, I appreciate it.
And we thank all the family and friends for being here. You do not have to stay for the rest of our meeting, but you're welcome to stay if
but
you would
you're
like to. So thank you all for being here.
You want to take a 5-minute recess?
Sure, we'll take a 5-minute recess so we can say hi and bye. Time is now 12:26, and we'll be back in session here. And our 5 minutes turned into more like 10 or 15, but it was a good break. So thank you. All right, with that, we will start with our reports. So
Nothing to
let's
add.
start with the administrator.
Well, I was excited to see that apparently we're going to widen Wilmington Pike.
Well, that's always been part of the plan.
It was always part of the plan. Is that now phase 2 or 3?
No, that's down the road.
Still down the road?
Yeah, it'll be part of the interchange project.
But it looks like that's going to happen
Yes. At some
eventually.
point, yeah,
Eventually.
still some funds to be raised.
I hear.
I think the biggest, what came out of that meeting is, they're taking at least 24 to 28 spaces off the front of Cracker Barrel. On the other side of the street, they'll be affecting the entrance to Freddy's, the parking in Freddy's and
Bob
Bob
Evans,
Evans, and the entrance to that plaza down near Tropical Smoothie. So they're big changes that are going to affect those businesses, definitely.
Is Cracker Barrel thinking about moving then? I know there was some discussion at one
I
point.
can't speak for Cracker Barrel. I don't know.
Okay.
In the meeting, they felt that it would be a complete take of the parcel, which will put them out of business.
Would this reopen the options for fixing the 675 Wilmington interchange?
That's part of the plan no, the options aren't going to change. It's done.
Okay,
Yeah, it'll be a divergent diamond.
whether we want it or not.
Yeah. It is going to be a major learning experience for the public when that road is done. Because you're gonna be, as you head
Driving on
north,
the
when
wrong
you
side
get
of the road.
at Miami Valley South, you're gonna move to the left side of the road completely. Under the overpass, and then up near the plazas, move back to the right side.
Which is like Austin Landing,
Yep.
but it's
Very similar, but
it's-
you're gonna continuously move. Yeah. It's closer to Union Center Boulevard would be the closest one in design.
Okay. Has Stephanie Golf and Brandon Huddleston, have they arranged a meeting?
They have not.
Okay. And since you got it in your report and I'm thinking about it, so is 2:00 Thursday?
It's confirmed.
It's confirmed, and can we go to Prosecutor Hayes? Can we go to their office?
Sure.
Okay, all right, I will
Is
confirm
that,
that then.
is
too.
that
Okay.
referring to the baby box?
The baby box, yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, the contract came back and they changed things without telling us they were gonna change things again, so, actually, the
It feels like-
prosecutor's office offered, yeah, I don't know if you want to go into a lot of details, but.
But it feels like we're very
Mhm.
close. We're
Mhm.
within 6 to 10 miles.
That doesn't sound close to me.
It keeps changing.
Compared from where we started, we're very
Yes,
close.
we are very close.
We're
And
hoping a final meeting virtual with them will
Mhm.
finalize the deal.
so we're hoping we walk away
Okay.
with signatures or agreement for signatures and able to move on.
Okay.
So fingers crossed for Thursday. We need it.
I feel like every time you've submitted something, they've
It
changed
changes.
it.
It's,
Quite a
the
bit.
frustrating part is we came to an understanding on certain items that were removed.
And
And with the
language even.
latest round, they put them right back in.
So it's like they think we're not rereading the latest, greatest
Or it's in
contract or
error, we don't
something,
know, and that's why we
or
want to have that conversation.
So we don't know if it's just their legal counsel that's doing it. We don't know quite what the holdup is, but we're getting all the involved parties together on the phone at the same time for that.
In talking with other communities that have come to an agreement with them, they've undergone very similar problems.
And we know of 2 other townships that had the indemnification language removed, saying that we are not held responsible. So those are non-negotiables as they're required by Ohio Revised Code, and they keep trying to sneak it back in. So that's the biggest thing.
The only way we could agree to their indemnification is if we took $1 million cash out of our funding and placed it in an account dedicated just for protecting them with indemnity.
And just leave it there for like 10
And
years.
just leave it there
like
in perpetuity.
in perpetuity.
As long as we had the box, we would have to leave it there.
So
And that's not an option.
I wasn't
No.
planning to come back to you two and say, can we take
No.
a tenth of our operating budget? And I'm sure the chiefs would love that too. So I'd
Yep.
say.
You're wise not to bring that
Okay, yes.
to us.
That is a non-negotiable.
Okay.
So we are making progress.
Kara is out today. She should be back tomorrow.
Okay. What about Rich's report?
Rich's-
Wait,
Rich's-
Oh, okay.
Kara's, the rezoning of the Rummel property has been withdrawn?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been
there's-
resubmitted. They withdrew. So
Oh.
our concern was it had been almost a year that they had submitted and had been tabled. And there's been a lot of changes with the traffic impact study and all that. So we asked them to withdraw that. They did that, and now they have resubmitted a new application.
Okay.
We should have it to the zoning commission, I want to say October, November, somewhere in there.
I thought it was dead when I saw that it was
No.
withdrawn.
Yeah, it says it's been withdrawn too. I thought that,
Yeah.
I was gonna ask about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything with the fiscal officer then?
No, Rich is traveling. He was hoping to be back in town by now, but he's not. He didn't make it back.
Okay. Fire.
So one more time, and I'm probably sure that you've done this. How long is our ladder truck going to be out of commission?
Initially, they state it could be 3 months or more. I reached out to them today via email, I haven't heard back, to just try to get iron it down to a more specific timeframe, but, as soon as I know something, I'll make a phone call to them after this meeting.
And in that period of time, we're going to rely on mutual aid, is that correct?
Station 72 has a backup engine, we will not have a ladder truck in service. So we're relying on Velcro and other mutual aid, Washington Township, Kettering,
But it'll be an automatic response
Okay.
if needed. We did receive the check from the insurance company for the repairs. I wanted them to wait until after the repairs were complete to make the payment.
Sure.
Directly to Heritage. They wanted to go ahead and get the check cut, and it's still made out to Heritage, but they sent it to us to hold. It's valid for 60 days. I told them it's gonna be a stale check at that point. She said, that's fine, we have to do it this way. If it's not done within the 60 days, we'll reissue a second check. So that's where we're at.
Want to know why insurance costs so much?
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
Any other questions? All right, thank you, Chief. All right, police?
I have nothing to add.
Well, I'll make you come up to the podium. Let's go quick. So just curious, what kind of time frame? So now you have 2 vacancies coming up in your detective department. So what does the process look like? Because we're losing, Mantia's moving up and Guerrero's leaving. So will Leslie be in there by herself? Like what's kind of
No,
your
it'd be
vision?
very
What's going to
quick.
happen?
So
Okay.
Paul's got 2 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I've already posted, so the 2 detectives and the detective sergeant position, 3 spots are specialized, just like the school resource officer. So I've advertised it all in-house, right? So we've posted it. So far, none of the sergeants have put in for it, for the sergeant's position. So we'll fill that rather quickly. And then whoever goes in the detective section, Sergeant Black has the opportunity to go into one of the 2 vacancies, and then Mantia, it's all by seniority, right? Mantia will get what's left. So I'll probably later this week post the detective position that's now vacant because of Mantia's promotion. So it's all, and then we'll see who puts in for that, and then it'll be an interview process. Everything's done in-house though.
Okay, that's great. All right, thank you.
So where do we stand on, how many open positions?
So total, right, our authorized strength is 19. This brings us to 18 for 2 weeks. And then we'll.
Oh, then Paul,
And
then
then when Paul
Paul.
leaves, we'll get back to 17, yeah.
So I personally want to thank you for sending the text saying the parade was canceled, since I was there and there was nobody else there. And I was feeling a little,
Like what's
a
You were
little-
really early.
I did, because I was I wanted to make sure you were there and all that stuff. So anyway, I didn't want you to get there without me being there. So that text was very nice and I appreciate it immensely.
All right, thank you, Chief.
Thank you.
All right, roads and services.
Oh, no, oh, no. Justin, I have a question. When I talked to Chief Brown about washing the nines, I have one concept of what it is. What is it when you wash the nines?
It's an aggregate limestone, and it's just
So size.
sprayed.
Oh, I thought it was guns.
No, it's just wash line.
Okay.
So that's it. We use it for our dirt patching.
Oh, okay. I got a comment Sunday morning from a gentleman who really appreciated you repaving the road there in River Ridge too. So I had got approached and they said that you did a great job and they love it.
You painted.
Painted,
Oh,
painted,
yeah, stop art.
yes. So another compliment on your job.
And I'd like to add another compliment. I mentioned it to Justin before the meeting, but if you haven't noticed on the bike hike paths in front of the high school and like every road break, there are now stop signs, like they're little miniature stop signs for the pedestrians and the bicyclists, scooter people, so that just to increase safety. That was something that came out of the school safety board. So thank you for doing that. And he had to work with Stephanie Golf to find out where all the lines were. Always harder than it should be, I think.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, so thank you. All right, IT. All right, trustees.
This has been fun. I was just gonna say, I was disappointed that the parade was canceled, but at least they ended up having a nice festival. I guess it was hot and muggy, and I don't know if it was as busy as it normally is, but they still had a pretty good crowd, so that was nice. I did get to go to the Grand County Fair and watch some of the cow shows, so that's always interesting and fun. I put my glasses on so I can see. Has there been any more information from Nathan with the Boy Scouts and the little ceremony?
They were gonna have
I
their
heard-
first planning meeting, but we haven't heard anything following.
Well, they said the junior ROTC is doing something at the school, so they deferred to them, was the
Okay.
last that
And
I
they're not
heard.
responding, I guess.
And what they've done, what the school's done in the past is just something at the flagpole in front of the high school. So I believe that's probably what they're anticipating, but I don't know if
Yeah.
they've reached out to the Boy Scouts, but certainly not to any community leaders that I know of.
Okay, yeah, I know he had sent an email and then I hadn't heard anything, so I just want to make sure that I wasn't missing anything. And then, I mean, school already started. I can't believe it's already almost the end of August, but the Friday night football game 9/11 is at home, so it's the military appreciation night. So here soon there'll be a Google sheet going out for the data collection of any police or fire that's former military that wants to participate as a hometown hero. Typically in the past, it's been one person in our community, but this year the football club decided to do all that. So I spoke about it a few months back, but that'll be coming out soon. And then I was just wondering, after when we met on August 7th at our meeting, did we put the public notice out of all of that for when the meeting's gonna be about
It's
that?
on
We're-
be on the
we're on
website, and
discussion,
then
yeah.
during the meeting, gives public notice at the same time.
Okay, yeah, well, I just want to make sure that we were following it because it
Yep.
says newspaper, social media, or website, so
Correct.
make sure that we were with that. And then, let's see. Oh, I was gonna ask Kara, but when you guys were talking about the signs at Kroger, did anybody ever reach out to anybody about all the trash that's up there in that pond at Kroger? Kind of, remember we talked about it a while ago?
Which pond?
The Kroger, it's kind of like between.
The retention pond?
Between that and the Dunkin' Donuts,
Mhm.
they actually went in and cleaned it out close to a month ago
Did
now.
our guys clean it out?
No,
or-
no,
Oh,
Kroger's
good.
did.
Yeah,
They
Because
mowed
I-
everything down and cleaned it all out. Yep.
it still looks kind of yucky, but I was just wondering. I caught my eye the other day, so. But yeah, that's it. Not much. That's it for now. Not unless anybody has any questions.
We had the Bellbrook Sugar Creek Chamber of Commerce golf outing. It was 32 teams. It was the most teams ever held there. It went off absolutely like clockwork. And the new athletic director from Wright State, who's moved to Sugar Creek Township, participated. So we're getting people to play in the event that never would have played before. So good time was had by all. Two, I would like to nominate Kara Tilford for one of our awards.
Customer Service
appreciation,
Award?
customer appre- Okay.
Dan Duvall, a builder here in the community, approached me and told me that he deals with zoning in Warren County and Montgomery County, and said of all the people that he deals with in zoning, she is the most diligent and helps him find a solution faster than anyone else. And I said, seriously? And he said, it's night and day. She is so far ahead of everybody else. So I thought an unsolicited person comes up and tells you somebody's doing a good job, I think they should get an award for that.
I'll second that. Do you want to take a vote? Do we
Do we
need
vote it?
to for customer appreciation?
We don't typically if we get. the-
Okay, all right.
And again, thank you, Chief Brown, for notifying me why the parade wasn't there. But I was. Had a good spot. Thank you. And I hear the bellhop's closing?
It is.
That is really sad.
Yeah.
Heather is such a
She is.
staple to the community.
Yeah.
And that's the end of this month?
End of the month, yes.
Is there any celebration?
Is
or
there a
anything?
kind of a
Like, yeah,
blowout
farewell?
at the end, or?
do not know.
Okay.
All right.
It's not known for parties.
They did used to have a lot of luncheons.
A lot of luncheons,
A lot
but
back in the
not
day.
celebrations.
Chief, if you'll look on your end and I'll look on my end and see if we find if there's gonna be anything. If not, maybe we suggest that She has a little open house.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm. Yeah, I'd love that.
I did notice all the art inside is 50% off now, so they must be trying to
It
like
is,
get rid of
yes.
everything. Yeah. Sad.
It is, yeah.
Yes.
I attended the Dayton Development Coalition had a base tour option the same day they were off playing golf. So I spent the whole day looking at the base, but I was able to meet the new 88th Air Base Wing Commander and the 445th new Air Base Wing or 445th Commander also. So it was a very good tour, and everyone's very enthusiastic. They've all been there less than a month and a half, so they're all brand new to their position. So there's a lot of enthusiasm on base right now. But they are all saying that they would like to step up community relationships and having events that they bring in local jurisdictions with base. And have sometimes they'll have events at the club, that sort of thing. So I'll keep you posted if I hear of those sort of things, but that's always great. And I was also there at the Greene County Fair, participated in that. And we met about the baby box, we had our legal counsel came actually to the township, and we had a meeting last week, and that prompted the telemeeting that we're going to have this week. So that should be good. The marijuana dispensary discussion, just as a reminder, that will now be on October 19th, and that's normally a 12 noon meeting, but that one's going to be moved to 7 p.m. so that we can get more, since we had the other meeting during the day, we wanted to have one during the evening to get more participation from the public. So make sure that's on your calendars because that is a change from our usual. And is Sergeant Guerrero still Friday at 11:30 to?
Yes.
And will that be here?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so I got that
So the meeting on the 17th is at night.
at night, 7 p.m. at night.
Oh, I saw him and his little girl at Meet the Team for football. She is so cute. She was in her little cheerleader uniform, so I got a picture of her and Hayden.
Aww.
It was really cute.
Okay, that's awesome. And then I wanted to bring up for just consideration. So when I was at the Dayton Development Coalition, the base tour, I met a lady that specializes her business. She was prior military, and her business is doing strategic planning, that sort of thing. And Barry and I were talking. I was like, well, we could reach out and find out what her price point is and what we want to do. But we were kind of discussing the pros and cons if we should do that because. Traditionally, we are a open space, green community is sort of what the traditional Sugar Creek Township, like our main focus would be on. And so we were just talking about what would we make that process look like? So we're still,
Strategic plan.
yeah, for strategic planning.
So interesting, I went to, I've been looking at other communities to see if they have posted on their website. And even the larger communities, Westchester Township has one for their fire department, but not for any other aspect of the community, which was surprising to me. I forwarded it to the chief to have him look at it and see what he thought. It's an interesting process. Is that fair? What they went through to develop this plan. And I don't know that it says a whole lot in the end. There's a lot of words, but I don't know that it says a whole lot. So it was interesting. So we're looking at it in other communities to see what they look like, what they put together, and if there is an actual plan.
One of ours, I don't know if it's police or fire, has a vision, I think.
Yeah, they have mission statements or
But-
vision plans.
Yeah, all I was saying is it just needs to be consistent, like every department should at least, I mean, I'm not saying at least, but if one department already has a vision, then we all should, or it should be removed, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just inconsistent across the board.
That's fair.
For each
I
department.
think,
Okay.
I guess the question would be, do you want it to be a vision statement or a mission statement? And they may be the same or similar, but I think a mission statement speaks to the mindset of the department.
Yeah, I think if you were just picking one, I would think it would be the mission.
I would agree.
Because the mission is kind of like what you're doing, but the vision is kind of like what you see to do, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I just, yeah, either we all have it or we don't have it at all, or it's just very inconsistent when
Yep.
you go through the web
We
page.
can work toward that. Absolutely.
So I don't know, do you want to reach out and get a price point, what that would even look like, or you just want to
I
continue
don't know
to
that
see
we
what
need
other
to go
communities have?
outside. I
Okay,
think
just do it
we
internally.
can look at other communities and borrow their processes to get to where we need to be. I think that both departments have a good mindset, mission, how they want to provide services, but to journalize it in words would be good.
Mhm.
I have templates also that I could provide, and then people could look at them and see if
Sure.
something
That'd be great.
worked towards, you know, if it fit with what they thought
Yep.
they had.
Yeah, I think it's, I personally, again, this is personal. I think sometimes they're just superfluous and just a lot of words put out that are a bunch of catchphrases and they're not actually implementing those things. So whatever we put, I think it needs to be carried through to the day to day.
Or it could be a reflection of, like, you had a fire levy, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
It could be a reflection of whatever you promoted, not you, but like the organization promoted when they were trying to pass the levy.
Yep.
And it could reflect like, this is what we did, or, you know what I
Yep.
mean? Like it should all tie in.
So, give me an example. So I know what the fire issues were.
Mhm.
So you want that as our
I'm just,
strategic?
no,
Oh, I'm sorry.
no, we're not talking strategic plan at all. We're just talking about a mission. Barry's just saying that it should
Mission
be
statement.
relevant. And so I'm agreeing, saying if we said we're gonna do X, Y, and Z, then if we're gonna make it relevant, let's mesh that. Like if we said we're gonna go buy a ladder truck or whatever, mesh it together so it's relevant and we're actually doing
So
in
it's
the
not a-
mission what we said we
It's
were
not
gonna
a
do.
strategic, but a mission.
I mean, that's what we're.
And I don't think it needs to be 3 pages. It can be very
Oh.
short, very brief. You guys have got a saying, caring professionals, clearly it's engraved in your brain.
It's on the side of every vehicle.
Yes.
I mean, typically it's the 5 W's, like who we are, what we're gonna do, why, like whatever.
Yep.
It could be very simple.
So
Okay, we
I
can
guess
work on that.
one thing that I think is important for our community is community connectivity and collaboration. And what I mean by that is like our bike hike path initiative, trying to connect to the communities around us. Our first like our mutual responding with our surrounding communities, that sort of thing. So I would say that probably would be a core value
I
of,
think it
of
would
the
be too.
township.
I
So
like
those kind of things, it probably wouldn't be bad to
green
put
space.
that. Yes.
I mean,
and-
those are obvious, but if it's stated and now we have a new employee, we just had a new fire person. And if you saw what those core values were of where we're trying to go, I think you'd feel more of a
Mhm.
sense of connected to the organization.
And then I guess too, do you just want, I mean, when I say you, I don't mean just you, but I mean like all of us. Is it just gonna be a mission that supports all of us, or do we want like each department
It
to
should be
have
each
one?
department.
Right, but I'm just saying those are things that should be put, so we just have a clear understanding of where we're going with it.
Yep. Yeah, I wasn't here for the previous meeting, so I wasn't sure
Okay.
where we were going.
Yeah, I just
Now-
wanted to
now I
follow
think I
up
got a
and
good
figure
direction.
out what the direction is,
Yep.
and I don't know, even if we don't hire out, it would still maybe be good to have a work session where we specifically focus on that and have somebody facilitate that, probably.
Sure.
So, okay, let's proceed with that. All right, next we'll move to, anything else before we go on? Did you have anything, Barry? Okay. All right, public comments limited to 5 minutes per person, agenda-related business only. All right,
Good.
old business. Now that the school's back in session.
So interesting, I got an email from Doug Kozad the end of last week, wanted to know if we were meeting today with this. I said, no, you guys didn't give me a confirmation for anything ever. So we're circulating it again, trying to get something on the books.
Okay.
Talking to the city manager, he sees no value in it. So we'll see what happens.
So
Guess
I-
it won't be a Bellbrook.
Yeah. I just think that we put it out there and who comes, right? Like at least it looks like we're trying to
Yep.
work collaboratively. That word didn't come out very smoothly, but because there are some city folks that would meet with us. So,
Yeah, Bellbrook, they held it the last time.
Yeah.
Was at their
almost a
place.
year ago.
Mhm.
So, yeah, but I mean, they sponsored it. I thought they were all in. And I think it's always good for us to hear those things, understand what's going on in those areas, specifically if there's something going to be on the ballot,
Mhm.
so that we're aware that something may be on the ballot before we decide if we're going to put something on the ballot. I think there's great value to that. It brings us together more as a community too. We're like working together.
All right.
I'm disappointed to hear that about their city manager.
All right, next we'll move to consent agenda items, which includes the payment of bills, last meeting minutes, and the appointment of Fire Department staff Zachary Yost. And I don't believe there's anything we need to pull out for that.
I didn't
Is
see
there any
anything.
discussion? Okay. Well, I'll make a motion that we accept the consent agenda items as presented.
I second that.
Mr. Kramer,
Yes.
Ms. Puddlebaum,
Yes.
Mrs. DeStefani.
Yes. All right, is there any other discussion? I do know we'll have an executive session at the end, so we will do that. But next we'll move to public comments, limited to 5 minutes per person, township-related business. Denise?
Otherwise known as lefties.
And
Thank you, Chief, because I'm not sure she could get there.
I don't know if you're talking about composting. I was going to mention that. So is that, well, we'll just keep that in your mind too, because I did mention that at the last meeting.
So Denise Moore, Napa Valley Drive. My question is about the school, the old school. And I'm a little fuzzy on the situation there. It seems kind of, I don't know, it just seems odd, the way that whole thing is taking place. So I didn't know if we were involved in that at all.
Not at all. It's
I
in the
mean,
cities.
as a taxpayer who's supported the school, I understand that the school has expended a bunch of money on this. But I also am a taxpayer that's contributed to that in some fashion, I think. And I'm curious how that whole deal is taking place. It just seems kind of funny.
They did try to reach out to the community. I know there were multiple school board meetings where they brought people in and they did ask for input. I know initially they were asking what potentially the old Sugar Creek School building could be used for, because it was not ADA compliant. It was old. There were a lot of issues with the building itself. And they did reach out to Sugar Creek at one point and asked, did we have any interest in participating in that whole discussion? And we already knew that the Lions Club had quite a bit of interest in the land personally. And at the time, the trustees, we all discussed it and said that there was no action, like nothing that we wanted to do with that piece of property.
Okay.
So we were involved that way. But yes, after that, we were sort of hands off and like, you do your thing. And they coordinated with the city on what they wanted to do with the building that way. But you're right, there was no vote.
The way the whole thing was going down, the way the buying it for $1 here, and this
Well,
person.
A little bit, and I might have it, but if they would have put it for public auction, then it would have gone to whomever possibly. And I think they didn't want it to be a residential area because that's what the citizens, they were very against that becoming like apartments or whatever. And if you sell it that way, you can't control who might buy it and what they might come back and want to zone it for and build there.
Okay.
So it's a hard process to follow, but they have been very open about it and they've been meeting about it for probably almost 3 years.
Yeah.
And the way that this is how I understand it, the way that it's happened is that they have a little bit of control over what can be built there now.
Okay.
And they want to make it community centered for the community. And if it would have sold outside of that, they could not have
That
controlled
makes
that.
sense to me.
Yeah, so,
Okay, well, I didn't know if we were involved at all,
No.
so I just was curious in what you thought of the situation.
well, I'm very passionate about that building because I went to school there.
Yeah,
And I think it's a staple in our community, and I wanted like whatever, I just wanted it to stay.
right,
But, so I went to a lot of those meetings like a few years back and just to hear and understand. And I mean, I know it's out of compliance, like it would cost a gazillion
yeah,
dollars to.
gotcha, I appreciate that.
Mhm.
Okay, I
So-
appreciate it, I feel a little bit better now about it, I just was picking up hearsay stuff.
I know, it is a sad situation just because I feel like our downtown doesn't have a lot of a historical of what it once was,
Yeah,
but it takes money and,
yeah,
that's just not
and,
good.
and the building has served a very good, strong purpose for the community for years and years. So it wasn't like it was not being used appropriately, because
Right.
it had a really good mission. Oh,
Yeah,
speaking of missions, when you do a mission, I think it's important that you also do some quality steps that you do as you move through, like, let's say you wanted to do a strategic plan for about a 5-year period. So then when you do that, you have different things that you're measuring your quality about, like your levy. The levy you mentioned, that's a quality statement for the mission of the fire department. Or what you mentioned, something else. So a couple of things you guys mentioned would be stuff that you would say, okay, this is how we're fulfilling our mission and our strategic plan.
Oh, I see.
And you're measuring those things along the way. And so you can say, well, did we do what we should have done? No, maybe we need to do something
Yeah.
different this coming year to make sure that we pick up what we didn't do. So I think that's an important piece if you do that. I think it's smart. Thank you.
So I'm gonna bring out my teacher in me, that's why I said the 5 W's, because it's the who, what, when, where, why, or how, like, we're gonna get there, so it all ties in again.
That last one was an H, by the way.
I know, but like, that was, it's who, what, when, where, why,
Five
and
W's and an
sometimes
H.
how. So anyways, yeah, but it covers that.
Yeah.
And then it all connects, and it's great talking points, so everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
And Barry, have you talked to Denise
Haven't.
or will, okay, so maybe before we go into executive session, you two, or do you want to just
I'll get with you later.
address it now?
That's
So,
okay.
okay,
Okay. no
gotcha.
problem.
Thank
So
you.
we did discuss it at the last meeting, which I believe you were not at,
Okay.
so, okay. All right, anyone else? All right. Okay, we'll move to trustee and staff discussions.
I have nothing else, just the need for the executive session 121-22G1.
Okay, hold
That's
that, hold that thought, just in case. Is there anything else? Okay, all right, well, go ahead and do that then.
121-22G1 to discuss personnel matters.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
I second that,
Mr. Kramer?
Yes.
Ms. Putterbaugh?
yes.
Mrs. DeStefano?
Yes, and the time is 1:03, and we are not anticipating.
We may have
We
action.
may have action.
may have
Okay, so you're welcome to stay if you'd
Yep.
like to.
Not anything of any consequence.
Yes,
Yes. And I would like Justin Windsor to join us.
okay.
I mean, I would think coming out of college, they want to make more than $22 an hour.
She can quickly go up pretty quick if she gets those other accommodations. Like, this is first day on the job. It's a start.
Mhm.
Are
And
you recording again?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, the time is 1:25, and we are out of executive session. And do you want me to wait in case she's coming in?
No, go ahead.
Okay. We have a resolution number 2026.08.17.06, reclassification of Roads and Services Department personnel for Caroline Frolic. Whereas the continuing need exists to maintain proper staffing within the Sugar Creek Township Roads and Services Department, and whereas Township Administrator Barry P. Tiffany is requesting the reclassification of Caroline Frolic from part-time service worker 1 to full-time service worker 1. And whereas Mr. Barry P. Tiffany states that the 2026 budget has sufficient funds allowed for this reclassification. Now therefore be it resolved that Caroline Frolick shall be reclassified to a position of full-time at the pay rate of $21.50 per hour, payable on a biweekly basis. It is further resolved this reclassification shall have an effective date of December 14th, 2026, and is subject to a 1-year probationary period ending December 14th, 2026. I will make that
That should
motion.
be 2027.
2027.
Yep, I'll correct that.
All right. So I will make that motion as corrected.
I second that.
Mr. Kramer,
Yes.
Ms. Butterball,
Yes.
Mrs. DeStefani.
Yes.
That's all we have. Thank
Motion
you.
carried. All right. The time is 1:26 and the meeting is adjourned.
Hey.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
So first I was gonna give you